everybody. I am back, the worm farmer. Oh, we are going through bin number 4. Yes, it's the same day. It's just a different shirt. So I try to get all my videos done like in one day, and then I put them on YouTube and like, what is that where you schedule them to pop up on different days. That way you get to see me more than like binge watching 4 or 5 videos. Every morning you can wake up. Whoa, this bin has already been fed. This is the one I was already done with. And I forgot to put it back on the shelf. But I needed to go change my shirt so y'all could see my new, what do you call that? Armoire? Repertoire? Whatever. I'll put this bin back and get another one. It's not too hard. My towers are really close to me. I'll show you how I work here. Basically, because I don't know how to turn this like camera otherwise. I have a bin over here that's empty. This usually goes under there. I haven't put the other one back on that one, but I will. And then I shake as I remove this, and you see how the larger worms fall off. And then I fold it in half, that way they don't get exposed to the light, and the moisture stays on there, all the little ones that stay stuck here. And this thing moves, so I can have extra. That's coffee grinds underneath on the bottom shelf, and then this is just an empty one, and it's mobile, so I can move it around to where it, fits my needs best. And then also what I do, kind of try to shake them off at the paper, fold the paper up. I'm not sure I'm going to use paper. Still trying out different methods for my top. I'm kind of liking the leaf idea. And then over here, you see the tub. It's usually like on the side over there, or I can roll that around so that I can add that sloppy mess directly to the top, which you'll see me do in the video, previous ones and this future one. And that's the empty one in case I need to mix these around. Right now, this bin looks like it ate all of its food. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, it takes a couple good-sized pumpkins to feed them all, and it was fed on 12/8. And so this bin looks like it has all the chips in it already, and so it's very airy. See how nice and fluffy that is? No aerobic conditions going on there, because we don't have any like really clumped together pieces, which is what we don't want. We want these pieces falling apart. We want them fluffy where the air can get down through the spaces, because we are creating agriculture amendments. So we're going to have basically fertilizers that are natural, vermicastings. And so the dominant species that we want are aerobic species, converting our nitrogen from the atmosphere, which is like what, 70%, to NH4, which is the form that the plants use. And we don't want our nitrate levels getting too high from the anaerobic conditions. So if we look at the bottom of our bin, we don't see any standing water, which is wonderful, because that is an reduced oxygen environment, which likes to harbor those anaerobic and human pathogens. Now, these worms, though, have a special bacteria in their like skin and stuff, which helps reduce those, but we want to help them out as much as possible and prevent those conditions. So this is just a wonderful bin with the percentage of the wood shavings, small amount of the peat moss, cocoa coir, to help hold and retain moisture, give the worms somewhere to put their castings in, because they like a little bit more moisture. So that'll help them stay moist while they incubate. But I need those shavings to fluff up that bedding and let that oxygen penetrate all the way down in there. Those shavings are actually a good food source for your fungal. So you want to get your fungal bacterial ratios in line. And they're a really slow breakdown. So, you know, if you were to add this stuff onto your field directly, that's going to break down over time, but yet it's saturated and soaked up a lot of that nitrogen from the vermicompost. So as it breaks down in the field, it's not going to suck up nitrogen from the plants and compete for that. It's actually going to slowly break down and release it. So that's awesome. So either which way you want to put this on, I am just allowing that to feed fungus. And then in the spring, I'm going to extract the fungus spores off of those and just apply them to the field. That way, I'm going to try to keep my carbon reserves up in the field by growing cover crops and allowing them to age or mature so that they're mainly carbon dominant. Avocado! Yay! Woo! That was bad. It just, oh gosh, I'm not even going to say it. It just flew all over the basement floor. Yikes. Okay. I'm learning. It's a learning curve. It's okay. We have a drain. It can be washed. This is a lot of potatoes here. They've been frozen, so they'll break down nicely for the worms. Here are the bananas. They love the bananas, so that'll give them a really quick food source, and they will chuck that banana full of cocoons. And then we have the pineapple there, and there are apples and broccolis, more pineapple. There's the tomatoes. Wonderful, wonderful stuff in here. I'm just globbing in here, and there's another tomato. Woohoo! The banana peel. So the banana is obviously a big old Brussels sprout. Okay, that was a good amount, I feel, for this bin. Our numbers look a little lower, but that's okay. And then, ta-da! So that not too much microbial action is going to happen. Once again, what do? We're going to add the leaves to keep aerobic conditions going. Now, I'm not going to say that, you know, the microbes aren't going to take off so fast that they themselves yank all the oxygen out of the atmosphere, but that's why I'm trying to keep these feedings fairly small, and not that you probably think that's not a small feeding, but they're going through them pretty fast. I'm amazed. They are going through it pretty fast, and that way we make sure that that stuff decomposes properly and doesn't go anaerobic. I think it's going to work out beautifully. So once again, I wash my glove off here in the leaves so that I can reuse it. I don't like that inside getting wet. Once that inside gets wet, that glove goes into the tomorrow pile. The tomorrow pile gives it enough time to dry, and tomorrow it'll be ready to use again. But right now, I have a big stack of yesterday's pile that I can use because they're dried. Ta-da! Bin's done. I don't know why, but I need to oil my wheels on that little wagon. So we have a medium population, yes, low castings. Cocoons are moderate, and I just fed them. Water was moderate. This is a beautiful bin. Beautiful bin. No fire risks here at all whatsoever. Woohoo! So how about in 2024 you become a worm farmer too? These babies can eat all your food scraps and convert that into a product that is very, very healthy for the soil. Even if you just go dump it out on the soil. Or in your garden or your flower beds, or use it for your house plants. I'm going to use this for my agriculture fields, but I'm also going to use it for my house plants. And anywhere else you want your yard bright and green, go ahead and spray it out there. Lots you can do with these wormies. Let's start making them important in this world. Anyway, I'll rattle on in the next video. Stay tuned. Love ya all. Thanks for watching and following me in my microbial farming journey.